Hey Rose Petals and Rose Fellows, it is Candace Rose, and today's video is all about Smile Direct. Why I went with Smile Direct, how I got started, the customer service, and my experience, my full-blown experience. But first, can we get into this t-shirt? Melanin is popping, baby.
Let's warm it up. It's shine season. Yeah. Black. Black. Black is beautiful, baby. Black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. No. Hey, hey, yeah. Look, I said black is beautiful, shawty.
So I'm gonna keep this video short, sweet, and to the point. I also wrote down some notes so I won't forget anything. So let's get started. So if you guys saw my I'm insecure as fuck video, I touched a little bit on how much I wanted to improve my smile and how I wanted to straighten my teeth, and I came across Smile Direct. Now I was initially going to go with traditional braces. I've attempted to get traditional braces about 3 different times, okay? Yes, 3, maybe even 4 different times I tried to get traditional braces, and every time I tried to get them, something always came up. It was either my work schedule or I didn't have the finances or just something like that. So I never ended up getting them. And then just like the convenience, it was very inconvenient, things of that nature. So I came across Smile Direct a long time ago on social media. It was on Instagram, and it was like a montage video. I would see montage videos and sponsored videos and advertisement all over social media, and I'm like, let me see what this is about. Now rewind back to when I was going to get traditional braces. When I was going to get traditional braces initially, I got evaluated from an orthodontist, and I wanted to initially get Invisalign. Well, my orthodontist said because of the issues that you are having with your teeth, number one, you have to get your wisdom teeth pulled, all 4 of them. They never came through because I had overcrowding. That's hence why I had a snaggle tooth. And because you have a snaggle tooth, you do not qualify for Invisalign. You will need to get traditional braces. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I really didn't want to spend all the money on traditional braces, and that's probably one of the reasons why I went with Smile Direct. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I guess I have to get traditional braces. So when I made up my mind that I wanted to improve my smile, whether it be braces or Invisalign or whatever, I came across Smile Direct. So I inboxed I commented on like a video or a picture on their Instagram page, and they DM'd me right away, and they were telling me, the benefits of, having the aligners. I told them, I do have a snaggle tooth or whatever I'm having, I have this issue, and will it correct my issue? So they basically told me to come into a smile center, or I can get like an impressions kit. They'll mail it out to me. I do like the impressions kit with like the trays and the putty, and then I mail it back, and they will evaluate the impressions and see if I qualify. I felt like that took way too much time to get it shipped in the mail, then do the impressions, mail it back, and see if I will get a yes or no. So basically, Smile Direct has 2 ways of getting evaluated and impressions. You can either get the impressions kit, or you can go into a place called a Smile Shop. It's like a Smile Shop or Smile Center, where you go into this little office type place, and they do a scan, like a digital scan of your mouth, and you actually get like a consultation. They do the 3D scan in your mouth, and then they send it to a certified doctor or orthodontist, and then they'll evaluate they'll evaluate it and see if you get a yes or no that way. I thought that I would get a faster result going into a Smile Center as opposed to getting a whole impressions kit mailed to me. So that's what I chose to do. I did go into a Smile Center. So a representative on IG who was a representative for Smile Direct, they actually ended up Googling and finding a location that was close in my area, that was in the Columbus, Ohio area, to where I can go and get an evaluation. So my experience at the Smile Shop, it was very clean. It was the representative, she was very, very friendly. I got there a little bit late because we had a really bad thunderstorm. So I was a little bit late. She was able to squeeze me in and get my consultation done. The 3D scan was a little bit uncomfortable, just a tiny bit, because I just had to, I had to hold my mouth a certain way, and it was a little bit uncomfortable. But we ended up getting, with a couple tries, we ended up getting the impressions that she needed. After I got my impressions done, I got the evaluation and I got, you know, everything taken care of. They did give me like a little free gift. They gave me like this little tote bag, and inside the tote bag, this whitening kit. Uh-oh. I can't close it all the way because I've used it already. So the whitening kit has this whitening gel pen right here. And then right here is like the whitener mouth guard. It comes like this. And then when you open it, it has the mouth guard here. The beauty about this is that you hook this up to your phone. Try to get it out. You hook this up to your phone port where you would charge your phone, and it whitens your teeth like that. So you have two ports. You have one for an iOS and one for your Android. Just pick one of them and you just hook it up to your port. And this is what I got from the Smile Shop. There's two ways that you can do a payment. You can either give the upfront payment, which was the total amount. I think the total amount was like $1,800. And if you wanted to do a payment plan, the payment plan was $80 a month, and it was a little bit more with interest. So it was like $2,000 or something like that. So that was the option that I chose. What was the payment plan? I had to put down a down payment of $250 if I got the okay from the doctor. And that automatically gets taken off your card. They do scan your card, but they don't take anything off unless they send you an email saying everything was okay. And the confirmation email is basically stating that they are gonna take the $250 off your card. So I was kind of expecting that. It took a couple of weeks for them to evaluate me, and then I got the email, and the email was saying, you know, congratulations, you do qualify. And when I was at the Smile Shop, I was a little bit apprehensive because I let the representative know, you know, I went to an orthodontist, and the orthodontist basically said that I do not qualify for Invisalign or any type of, you know, alignment trace because I had, you know, this snaggletooth and I had this issue. And she basically reassured me that, you know, everything is okay. I've had, you know, clients and patients who have had, you know, worse issues than you did, and, you know, the program worked for them. So that made me feel a little bit more comforted. So when I got the email, they did say that I qualified for the program, and they were letting me know that they were taking the $250 out of my account. I already had these expectations that they were going to take it out anyway, so I wasn't like upset when they did. Now, once I got the okay, they told me that it was going to be up to 4 to 6 weeks before I got my box of trays. So I completely forgot about it. Then the day finally came. I got my box in the mail. I was so excited. I was like a kid on Christmas. Okay. This is the box that it comes in. It has one of these magnetic flaps. And when you open it, it says, welcome to the club here. And then you take this off. And then it had my, hold on, let me go grab it. It had my tray. It said Smile Direct Club on it, but obviously it rubbed off. I've had this for 5 months now. So my tray was in here, and they gave me 4 more whitening pens in this box. So I was real psyched about that. And then it just had some manuals and stuff like that. And on the inside, it has this little cute chapstick. I use this chapstick a couple times, but it tend to make my lips a little bit more drier. And the box also came with these little rubber things called Chewies. These things help me out a lot. Anytime I would switch out my new trays, I use these to chew on them. And it basically secured the aligners in place and it locked them in and they weren't going anywhere. So these things helped a lot. I also had this little stick thing called a Audi, and it was like dual-sided, one for the top and one for the bottom of your trays, and those things helped me out tremendously. It helped me get the trays out of my mouth, because if they were new trays, they were kind of like locked in, and I wasn't trying to break no nail or mess my finger up trying to get the things out. So the Audi actually helped me get it out of my mouth, and that helped a whole lot. So, but I can't find it. I have no idea where that thing went. It just up and disappeared. Here are the aligners. This is month 1, month 2, month 3 and 4, and under that is 5 and 6. Now, how this works. Every bag or every month has a bag on here. It's very simple to use. So it will say month 1, week 1, month 1, week 2, and month 1, 3, and 4. So basically you wear week 1 for a week 2 for a week, and 3 and 4 for 2 weeks. You take them out anytime you eat or drink, and after you eat or drink, you brush your teeth, you floss, you rinse every single time, and then you pop the trays back in your mouth, and then you also sleep with them at night. Now I'm just going to give you guys some pros and cons to the company and the program. Let's start with the cons. Let's just go ahead and get them all out of the way. One of the cons is, to me, it does not seem like my teeth are taking the same form as the actual molds of the tray. I do feel like that my teeth are shifting. I do feel like they have changed a little bit, but according to those molds, my teeth do not look like that. Now I know that there was a couple times where I did not wear the trays like all day because I work, travel, and where my job sends me, I don't have the time and I'm too far out from my house to turn back around to go grab my trays. So it was a couple times that I left my trays out all day because I'm at work. Another thing is, it was a couple of nights that, not a couple nights in a row consecutively, but over time, every once in a while, like the trays hurt so bad that it was so uncomfortable for me to sleep. So I would take them out all night and then I would put them in the next morning. But I still feel like the molds, like my teeth should have taken form of the molds. Now, according to the trays my teeth are straight. But as you can see, they're not straight. They did change, they did shift, they did straighten out a little bit, but they are not the same as the molds at all. Let's talk about comfort. They are uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable at first. Let me take it back. Yes, they are uncomfortable at first. Anytime that you pop your new trays in, they are very uncomfortable. Your teeth and your gums are very sensitive. That's why I try to take ibuprofen before I put my new trays in, and I also put them in at night. That way I can immediately go to sleep afterwards. Sometimes I take like a Benadryl so I can go to sleep faster. I know that sounds so crazy, but I'll take ibuprofen and then I'll take like 1 Benadryl so I can go to sleep faster, and I can kind of like sleep through the pain, if that makes any sense. But they are uncomfortable. Maybe I want to say maybe like after 3 days I got used to them and the pain went away. But everybody's pain level is totally different. I, for one, have a very high tolerance for pain, and like I said, after 3 days my pain kind of went away. My gums were a little bit tender, but the pain initially went away. So the comfort level is not comfortable, but you also have to think if you are wearing traditional braces, it's always going to be uncomfortable. The beauty with these is that you can take them out and give your teeth and your gums a little bit of a rest. My gums, it was either month 3 or month 4. One of the trays were like, I don't know, it was just like constructed so crazy that it ended up pushing one of my gums up. Like my gums were pretty much like aligned and even, but it ended up pushing one of my gums up a little bit. And like, to me, I noticed obviously because I see my teeth every single day. But I was just like, what the heck? And it just kept pushing it up. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, this is pushed up as opposed to that one. I was not happy. And on top of that, they were bleeding a little bit. I was like, what the heck? And I was filing them down as much as I could, but by then it was already too late. My gums was already pushed up. They was bleeding, child, and I couldn't do nothing else about it. So they are pushed up a little bit. It seems like that it came down a tiny, but one of the trays did push my gums up. Not too happy about that. And that's pretty much it for the cons for me. It's not that many. Let's talk about the pros. Shipping. The shipping was on time. Actually, I think the shipping came a little bit early. I think my package came maybe like a week early. They did say 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like they came super early. Or maybe I just wasn't thinking about it so much that in my mind they came early, but they definitely did come on time. So I was very happy. The trays, I received all 6 months of my trays. A lot of people, I saw a lot of people's their YouTube videos, and they were saying that, you know, I didn't receive all my trays. I thought somebody was coming. The customer service was bomb. They kept in touch with me. They let me know every single step that was going on in the meantime while I was waiting for the tray. Eating and drinking. Oh my God. I can take these things out anytime I eat, anytime I drink. And all I gotta do is brush, floss, rinse, and pop these babies right back in. Now, I didn't think that the program was working out for me until I did a before and after. Want to see it? Here it go. Now, as you can see in the first picture and the before picture, my bite was even a little bit off to where my jaw was kind of crooked. But in the after picture, my bite has changed a lot. My teeth are whiter, and you can see that they are straighter. Now, they're not perfectly straight, but you can definitely see a drastic change. Now, I am on month 5 right now, so I have 1 more month to go. And me personally, I don't think that my teeth are going to straighten out all the way to my liking. So I think I might end up getting traditional braces, but we'll just see. Now, sometimes the aligners can be a little bit uncomfortable. And to fix that problem, it's a couple options. You can get, I think it's some type of brace wax that you use on your braces. It's like this wax form. You warm it up with your hands, and then you put it on the areas where it is like uncomfortable. What I personally do, and you can do this as well, you can get a nail filer and you can just file down the edges or file down any harsh areas that is agitating your gums or agitating your teeth, pop them back in, and you can tell the difference drastically, and it'll take away like that discomfort. And as you can see with the trays in, the trays do look like give the illusion that your teeth are actually straighter than what they are. But when you take the trays out, that's really not the case. And you saw that in the before and after pictures. Now, I can say, like, anytime that you do put the trays in, you do talk with a little bit of a lisp. I don't have my trays in right now, so I'm talking regular, but I do trip up on my words a little bit. because I'm so used to having the trays in. Okay, so I do have the trays in right now, and as you guys can tell, I do have a little bit of a lisp. And in my previous videos, you guys can probably tell that I had something in my mouth too. But I do have the trays in right now. I literally just put them in like 3 seconds ago. So I do talk with a little bit of a lisp when I do put them in. It does take some getting used to. And another thing that I did notice that my mouth is a little bit more drier, so I'm a little bit more thirsty. That's probably hence to why they put that lip balm in the kit. And also too, prior to getting my package, I did get some dental work done. I had got a root canal like in the back on the sides of my teeth, and my dentist made the permanent crown a little bit shorter, so it's like gaps in between, and I thought that the aligners were going to close the gaps out, but they haven't. So anytime I eat anything, like I can eat mashed potatoes and I need to floss my teeth, the trays are not closing the gaps up. So I might have to go back into the dentist to have them evaluate my teeth and close those gaps up. So overall, my experience with this company is pretty good. I'm not having much issues with my teeth, other than the fact that my gums were pushed up a little bit from like month 3 or month 4 of my trays, and the little gaps that I have in the back are not closing. But other than that, like my snaggle tooth, it is straightening out, and I really was not paying it much attention, and I did not think that it was working, and like I said, until I did the side by side of the before and after. So far so good. If my teeth don't straighten all the way out, I'm still going to be satisfied because they are better than how they were. And if push come to shove, I'll just get traditional braces for a while. So I'm not too pressed about that. But overall, the experience was good. I am going to leave a link in the description box to where you can get either 50% off of your impressions kit if you are interested in the program, or you can get a free consultation and a free 3D scan at a Smile Center. So I'm going to leave that link below, and you guys can click on that link and just follow the prompt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm still obsessing over this t-shirt, Melanin Poppin'. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.